Here's a little story about a man with a shed. He was really bored, so this is what he said. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna get on the radio. So now in his shed, he does a funny show. Broadcasting, that is. Radio Gold. It's pretty funny.
Alrighty, and we're live. Welcome to That Shed Show. I am DJ Uncle Robbie, and with me, of course, is my fellow host, Joe Seeker. Right, buddy?
Hi, Bobby.
I would not dare call him a co-host.
Why?
Huh?
Why can't I be a co-host, motherfucker?
You can be a co-host, but I thought you were beneath that or something. I don't know.
Beneath being a co-host.
Yeah, you're a host. You're a fellow host. You couldn't be a co-host. That might hurt your ego. You understand what I'm saying?
So now I'm not only shallow, I have a big ego.
Right, because I had no problem being your co-host. I loved it, as a matter of fact. It relieved a lot of the pressure off of me. Okay. Well, I'd rather you be a part of the host. That way, when shit goes wrong, I can blame you. What are you doing over there?
I'm trying to fix my mic.
I wrote, Jen, get your ass in the chat. She said, don't talk to me like that, monkey butt.
Can you still hear me good, buddy?
Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, man, clear as day.
awesome. I moved the mic further away so you don't hear me wheezing with my horrible breath breathing.
I can hear your TV, though.
How's that, motherfucker?
Much better, thank you. Freddie's in the chat.
Who's in the chat?
Huh? My buddy Freddie from my fellow co-worker from the carnival.
Are you going to accept that file I sent you so you can...
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I know. I'm already off track. Well, the movie review didn't go very well. So, we're going to try another segment we like to do around here called the Top 10.
These always go good. One thing about the top 10s, we always breeze right through them without distraction.
Well, yeah, sometimes. They usually take the longest. That's why I figure we'll do that first. I wanted to kind of try to do the movie review again. That's why I called it part 2. But let's not bite off more than we could chew. Because Freddie got a good idea for something. And Jen, watch your P's and Q's. Because Freddie's willing to help, he said. He can always take your job, Jen the intern, which would be the easiest job for Freddie, because Jen pretty much just goes in the chat. That's about all she does.
She doesn't do a lot of paperwork.
No, there's not a lot of paperwork involved in our interns. They just sit there and they sit in the chat and drink coffee and scream Alice Cooper every now and again.
But we are currently looking for a producer.
We are, and that's a little, like, that's why I didn't want to throw it out there. He's like, he wrote in the chat, in my Facebook chat, we were just talking, and he came up with this great idea, which we're teasing right now. We're not going to tell you right away. We'll tell you when we get to it. But, he wrote, he's like, if you ever need any help, let me know. I wrote, okay, help, real big, LOL. Oh, well, what do you need help with? Depends on what you want to do. I don't know how involved you want to get.
Well, he should know up front that me and you we're idea machines.
Yeah.
We spew out the ideas, and we need somebody that is a worker that can gather all those ideas and organize us.
Right, and so to keep us on track is a lot harder a job than just if you wanted to. Depends on what you want to do. You want to just
one guy quit.
Yeah, we made our last. That's what we need a producer because the last one quit.
We didn't only make him quit the show. We made him quit Spreaker.
Yeah, he's like totally out. There's too much pressure for him handling us. So we've got a lot of things. We could always use help for. It just depends on how involved you want to get. So you just got to let me know. Right now, throwing out ideas. He likes to throw out ideas too, and he had a pretty good one. I don't do sports too much because I don't know anything about them. And you're from Canada, where football is something totally different. So I don't know if you get into American football, Joe.
Well, Bobby, just so you know, the Grey Cup, the Canadian Football League Championship,
Right.
is the oldest professional sports trophy in the world.
Okay, but that's soccer, right?
No,
Okay.
that's football.
Real football, our American football. I don't know what you call it. I don't want to. I know, as far as I know. Well, you're not. I don't know. You're not. I guess. Well, wait. Canada don't have. Am I wrong about that? Canadians don't call football soccer. Soccer football.
Okay, Bobby, I'm trying to explain it to you.
Okay, because I confuse myself very quickly.
Yes. We play the same type of football as you, only the field is bigger, and we only play with 3 downs, and the ball's bigger.
Oh, all right, so you understand football, but you don't have the same teams as us, because
Bobby, I'm a fanatical Pittsburgh Steelers fan. You talk about me, how I don't listen to what you do on the show. You don't listen to what I say. How could you not know that I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan?
you're gonna be upset then.
What?
They're not on this list either. But no offense. Don't get too upset because the Eagles aren't on here either, which is going to make a lot of locals upset here where I'm from.
Well, the Eagles suck, though.
Oh, whoa!
I measure greatness in titles.
Well, look, this is what I'm saying. I can't even argue with you. I can't.
Crappy fucking NFL championships before they started playing the AFL.
This is why I don't do sports.
Legitimate Super Bowl titles, man.
That's what I'm saying. I can't get into. That's why I don't do football too much because it's hard to get deep in it. Because when you say the Eagles suck, I go, well, wait a minute. Like yours the Steelers, but I don't know. Versus them two, who's made the Super Bowl more? I know the Eagles has.
Okay, Bobby, it's easy for me to explain this.
Because the Eagles have. So has your team?
Bobby, I can explain this. That if you scale who's won the most Super Bowl titles
Between our two teams?
if you put them at the top of the mountain and you put who's won the least amount at the bottom of the mountain, Pittsburgh would be way up at the very top with 6 because they're the only team to have won 6. See? And then way down at the bottom with none would be the Eagles. Now in between there's teams, 2 teams with 5 and or 4, 5 or whatever, but a few with 3 and 2 and stuff. But you know what I mean? Nobody has won as many as Pittsburgh.
Is that why you like them, Joe? Because they're up top?
No, I actually like them because my name is Joe Brown, as you know.
Oh.
And when I was a little kid, the Steeler great defensive end, Joe Green, Mean Joe Green, he had a Coke commercial. Remember, they used to be walking down the tunnel limping, and the kid be there drinking the Coke, and he'd say, "Hey, Mr. Green, do you want my Coke?" And he'd hand it to him, and Joe Green would down the bottle of Coke, and the kid would turn to walk away, and he'd go, "Hey, kid." The kid turned around and he'd throw him his jersey. Do you remember that commercial, Bobby?
Yeah.
Well, that was Mean Joe Green. And I just liked Pittsburgh because I thought it was cool that his name was Joe Green and I was Joe Brown.
Holy shit, that's why you love them?
Are you kidding me?
Well, you got to identify with somebody, Bobby, when you're a kid and you're watching sports.
No, I feel you. Everybody's got a story like that, and we'd love to hear it. I think Freddie likes...
I think that's better. Well, I liked him because when I was a kid, fucking, he got caught doing coke and stabbing hookers in a hotel room.
Well, no, most people identify it as it's a lot of it's a local thing. I mean, I know there's a lot of people like there's a lot of Dallas fans here in Jersey, but for the most part, it's Philly fans. You know, Eagles. But there's Dallas fans, and sometimes I feel like it's just they're the ball breakers and they just like Dallas because it's rivals with the Eagles.
Eagle fans are hated, but the Eagle fans are fucking hated all over the fucking league. They hate them in New York. They hate them all over that division.
Well, let's get to this list. Let's play it.
Everywhere.
Let's play the intro, and it's unfortunate that none of our teams are on here, but I say ours. I'm not really into football, but if I was, it would be when I do root for football teams, I root for the Eagles because I'm local. Yeah, it's close enough. I kind of wish Jersey had their own, but they don't. So it's either New York or Eagles. You know, I got to go for the Giants or the Eagles. You know, so here we go. When I find the show in times of trouble, a sudden idea comes to me. Reading off a list, top 10. And now that I am reading this list, it occurs to you that I can't read. Going back to school soon, top 10. Top 10, top 10. Top 10, top 10. A list full of nonsense. Top 10. Although it may be horrible, there is still a chance that it's funny. Maybe it's wishful thinking. We will see. Top 10, top 10, top 10. Everybody, top 10. Reading off a list, top 10. Angels. Voice like an angel, right, Joe?
I guess, I agree.
Yeah, you get. Don't sound too sure. Listen, I'm working on it, alright? I'm working on my acapella. Today's Top 10 list is brought to you by the Insiders. This idea was brought to you by Freddie. Good job, Freddie. We need a little sports in our life. It makes me feel like a man. That's what I'm saying. And I guess with this list, they do it the wrong way. Like when you go to a Top 10 list site, they do it the right way. I got to read it backwards because they got number 1 all the way up top. This is who are the NFL's top 10 teams heading into 2013?
Oh, yeah, Pittsburgh's not on that list. Fuck no.
No.
They're old and beat up.
No, I guess that's why the Eagles ain't on here either. They're not doing very good this year either. Right?
Well, they got that dog-killing quarterback. God's punishing them.
Number 10 is the Saints.
Yeah, they're pretty strong.
Yeah. Now remember, this is the bottom of the list, so they get better. But a few are talking about the Saints as a top 10 contender. But Coach Sean Payton is back in the cloud of the bounty scandal. The what's the bounty scandal?
Last year he was suspended because I found out that the defense was being paid bounties for injuring opponents.
Oh shit!
real good sports stuff, stuff you want to teach your kids.
That hovered over the team all of last season. Finally has dissipated, though they're saying. So I guess that's going away.
Gone away. People have forgiven them for. Well, they forgive Michael Vick for killing the dogs. Why can't they forgive them for breaking some legs?
Well, because it's sports related. Look at that poor Pete Rose never got into the Hall of Fame because of that.
No, he didn't get into the Hall of Fame because he was betting on baseball.
Right, but he was betting on himself.